Today we will be learning how to make a book review movie. For this assignment, I would like you to film yourself or use an app like this where you don't have to sit there in front of a camera where you're uncomfortable, and just simply put some pictures up and write and record your voice because I want to hear you describing the book. Now, for this assignment, you can use any of the books that we have read this semester. An example of a book that we've read this semester that you could possibly do would be Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, or maybe you can do something a little older, like we covered the Scarlet Letter. Maybe do that. Now keep in mind, even if you do something like this, I want you to be creative, play around with it, make it colorful, and if you don't end up doing something like this, don't just have a plain background. Don't just be sitting there. Have the book with you or have the pictures ready to go. As well as stylistically, I want you guys' speaking tones to be actually interested in what you're talking about. The books, albeit, have not really been that boring, so your voice should not be boring. Because no one wants to listen to that. I'm not boring, am I? Don't answer that. Now let's talk about what should be in your review, now that we've talked about what it should look like and sound like. Now, you should describe the book. And by this, I don't necessarily mean summarize. I want you to kind of summarize, but don't spend a whole lot of time on it. This is not important. So describe stuff like the characters, or the setting, or how the author constructed the book in the first place. I don't want you to spend your whole time going, in this chapter this happened, in this chapter this happened, in this page, in this sentence. I want you to just describe, and I also want you to analyze everything that's going on. Not to death, but just to the point to where you kind of give people the understanding of what's really going on in the book. I want you to also describe what your personal feelings of the book are. Now, I want you to keep those appropriate. Please. I don't want you to be coming up with something you wouldn't say to your grandmother and posting it in a video that we'll be sharing in front of the class. Please keep it just appropriate. And again, keep this short. I don't want you dragging on and on about that. I want you to focus on the book more so than your opinion. Also, the last thing I want you to do is I want you to evaluate the novel. Just give it a grade. Is it an A? A B? A C? And if anyone puts an F, that might just be your grade, because none of these books are that bad. Now, some of you may be wondering just, why are we doing this? Well, I want to hear your thoughts on these books. You guys have written all semester, and man, this is more creative break. Now, another purpose to writing a review is to thank an author for actually writing the book. Just kind of give back to what they gave out, you know? So, when you finished finding a creative setting for your video, finding a creative app for your video, I want you to obviously submit your work and turn in your rubric to me.